Hey hon,
Yeah?
why do vegetarians give good head?
I don't know, why do vegetarians give good head?
Because they're used to eating nuts.
Is this going to be a thing? At the beginning of every episode that we do, you're just going to hit it.
As long as I have jokes to tell, the public must know.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Welcome to the letter, everybody.
What's up, yo? This is NekoPastel and welcome back to the letter. As you can tell, I'm not alone. I've got this queef with me, so
I love you too.
I love you too, with all my heart. But yeah, it's been a long time, so we're glad to be back. Of course, we need to get back onto the game because don't fucking beep at me. Where we left off, Isabella and Becca got in a huge bitch ass fight. Oh shit, she's mad.
You're the one who's being selfish.
I wish you never even came here, because all you've given us is a headache.
She is a bitch. B-I-C-T-H.
We've got journal entries, so
Journal.
you know how we do on NekoPastel. We
Happy
read every
Halloween.
single fucking one. Oh look, they're fine. Oh yeah, Zachary and Ashton are completely fine. They had a talk, and they're fine. So I'm going to let you go ahead with your famous narrator voice.
Oh, lovely. Monday, October 31st. Zachary's arrival interrupted Ashton's conversation with G. Left alone, the two attempted to mend things between them, only for things to almost turn sour after Ashton revealed his plans to return to the mansion. His friend eventually acquiesced after Ashton agreed to a time limit. Well, he didn't agree. He said 3 hours, and then Ashton, the butthole that he is, was like, "No, give me 4. I gotta do it, man."
He's not really a man of his word, but whatever.
When Ashton showed up at the pub's main lounge again, he caught Rebecca and Isabella in the middle of an argument. Like, goddamn, like a crazy argument. Like, people were staring. Oh, it was crazy. The latter insisted on going back to the mansion, when the former strongly opposed. However, before Ashton could step in, harsh words had already been said. "You shut your mouth!" had already been said.
There was fire in the Galway show.
Dropping bombs left, right and centre.
It was. We've got 2 more. Wow. Oh,
Loving the
look.
art, by the way.
Aye.
Fan art that shit.
Aye. Like, me and Kieran talk about the fan art all the... Well, not the fan art, but just the art in general all the time.
NekoPastel fan art everywhere.
Oh! It's so well done, though. It's so nice.
Well
so
done,
pretty.
guys.
Aye, well done.
After scolding Rebecca for her harsh tone, a concerned Ashton followed after Isabella. He found her alone in a corner of the lounge, upset. Despite agreeing with her, he gently explained why going back wouldn't be a good idea. Despite you going, you fucking dick! Thankfully, she eventually acquiesced. They really like the word acquiesce.
They really do like the word acquiesce.
Acquiesce!
Acquiesced.
Ashton left for the mat. I will come over there, Jerry. Ashton left for the mansion at nightfall, but when he got to his car, he found Rebecca waiting for him. Fearing she might not have the chance, Rebecca confessed her feelings, because, yo boy, you gonna be dead as fuck in like an hour. But before he could answer, Rebecca stopped him, admitted she had been selfish, and she was letting him go. She only wanted him to know. Because again,
Letting him go.
you're gonna die.
Letting him go. Is there, like, ownership papers? Like, what?
I release you.
Be gone. You have no use to me anymore.
Want me to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Within 10 minutes, I'm driving out of Luxbourne and heading straight for Anselm Village. In the distance, flashes of lightning light up the horizon, white and sharp against the black curtain of the night.
What?
Which is God's way of saying, "Bro, don't go yourself! You're gonna die! Bro!" Thunder threatens with a rumble. Seconds later, echoing long across the sky. And with one last roar, the skies open in earnest. It's a real shit. Wish you didn't have an open top car, huh?
So it's no Halloween anymore?
Oh hey. This is like at the very start of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
The rain fell and fast. That doesn't matter. Steady sheets, creating shallow puddles on the dirt path, and drenching everything the eyes can reach. Despite having grown up in this city, I still despise the rain. Living here doesn't mean I have to like it. Lucky me, I've reached the mansion before the downpour has turned torrential. The long slog from Anselm village by foot has already been made difficult by the light drizzle and biting winds buffeted against my body every few seconds. By the time I've found cover under the trees lining the vicinity of the mansion, my shoulders are already drenched. My hair is also sticking against my skin and out in every possible direction. Looks like an angry puffball.
Bless.
Thankfully, the letter, taser and gun I've brought with me have remained relatively dry. That's the most important thing. Well, you were expecting a war here, aren't you?
Aye.
However, those are the least of my problems at the moment.
Going guns a-blazing.
Sometime after the housewarming party, scumbag Wright has suddenly grown a brain and tightened the security around the mansion. A guard is now stationed at every possible point of entry. The main entryway, the back door leading to the kitchens.
This is dangerous.
I mean, see when it was like every possible entranceway? I was expecting, like, because it was like every possible entrance. There's one in the main door, and there's one leading to the kitchen. That's 2 people.
Aye.
It's hardly like Fort Knox. Hell, it's almost a miracle no one has spotted me once I entered the property. Although that's probably because I've kept close to the forest. I keep forgetting how big their property is.
It's really big. They've got acres.
I mean, considering
Acres.
he was talking about making a vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can always create a clever way in for myself. Under this deluge, it'll be difficult to do so without making noise or leaving tracks.
I don't really have the luxury either, do I?
No, you don't! And he's like, fucking look right sitting there with a gun. Surprise, bitch!
Oh, God.
Oh no, his weird laugh is, Considering how off this place feels since I've stepped into the property and the mansion came into view. Every light is off. Even with the security personnel on patrol outside, the whole house itself, it feels empty, eerie, too quiet. Normally, I'll pass it off as some kind of a power outage because of a storm. It's not a far off conclusion when this place is almost in the middle of nowhere. Something just feels wrong.
Something happened here.
If you look closely in that window, you can see a small little Italian man with a green hat walking around with a vacuum cleaner strapped to his back.
Oh, hi Luigi. Oh, God.
Or about to. It's the sole reason why I haven't done anything yet. Simply observing, watching, listening, for anything. I might be pressed for time, but I'm not a careless idiot. You do have 4 hours. Although I need a way in, desperately so, moving without thinking will not only endanger me. There's so many unknown variables in what we're dealing with. I also have to act on the assumption that someone is always in danger, especially in this place. I can't act impetuously. As much as I hate Wright, I'm not about to cause his death because of the one thoughtless action. I'm going to taser his face instead. If there's a place he deserves to be at, it's in a prison, not morgue. Man, someone needs to oil that wheelbarrow. So when a hoarse, painful sob suddenly rings out above the loud pitter-patter of rain, only then do I stir. A woman. Perhaps a servant? Or worse, Hannah Wright.
Oh, God.
It's coming from the forest? Just right up ahead, in fact. Not too far from the house. Regardless, I give the place a quick, wary glance before following the noise.
Don't go deeper into the forest.
Carefully, keeping to the shadows, one cautious step after another. Louder and louder it goes as I near.
Oh, hello, bitch.
Until it abruptly turns into a loud, desperate, anguished cry.
I'm scared.
I break into a run. One nervous hand, ready on the gun holstered at my hip, and the other raised for balance as I scurry across the dense understory. Dead leaves crunch under my shoes, but I pay it no mind. There's only the voice, the woman, and nothing. Abruptly, it all stops, and I'm met with a sudden hush. Blank. Empty. Almost deafening in its stillness. Even with my laboured breathing and pounding heartbeats against my ears, behind me, Another branch breaks and...
That's not cool.
It's quite awkward. She's like, help me.
Oh god.
Dread surges within me while I spin around and take a sharp step back, ignoring the chilly pinpricks crawling at the back of my neck. But before I can even meet her eyes, the world unexpectedly pitches sideways,
Oh.
tilting. And tilting till the ground beneath me finally crumbles. My hands fight for purchase, only to meet air. By then, it's too late.
Oh.
My foot slips further and the rest of my body follows. Dark spots blur the edges of my vision. Black tendrils twist and coil around my limbs. Soft footfalls echo from the far distance, scurrying, scampering, moving in an odd rhythm with the sharp, piercing notes of her laughter. But more than that are the voices, lacing venom inside every crevice in my head.
I feel like we've heard this dialogue before, and because it's a dream that repeats, we're like repeating the exact same description. I could be wrong though.
Murmurs that jeer, scoff and deride. Over. It's because you didn't listen. And over. It's all your fault. And over again. Why won't you believe me? A reminder of what I failed to do and who I failed. What I'm trying to desperately fix. A scream threatens to burst, but my throat closes off. Ever so slowly, a chill seeps into every nerve in my body, washing away every sensation in me, apart from one. There is only fear. Once again, her laughter echoes, a sound both bitter and unforgiving. It's the last thing I hear before she reaches for me. The ground trembles. The world slows to a stop. We're in the prison.
Do you want to know what this means? Marianne.
Marianne McCollow.
She's down here, so there's a chance we'll find her.
Half darkness greets me when my eyes finally open.
Shit.
Soft pitter patter or some shit. Nyah.
I'll let you continue that. Sorry. Read that. I will edit it in. This one here.
Half darkness greets me when my eyes finally snap open. The soft pitter of dripping water somewhere spurring my consciousness further.
I'll edit that in.
For a few short moments, I remain still, blinking away with dizziness.
You okay there?
For a few short moments, I remain still, blinking away the dizziness, allowing my vision to adjust to the lack of light and my breathing to even out first, before pushing myself up on one arm and attempting to stand. Turning alone is a struggle on its own. An inch of movement sends a stab of sharp pain right up my arms and my back, giving me another pause.
Shit. I hope it didn't break anything. Fuck.
Oh.
There doesn't seem to be any injury or a major fracture, although the whole of my back does feel sore and raw, probably from when I've skidded down prior to landing myself here. A comforting thought. The second attempt comes easier later, though no less painful. And by the time I'm back on my feet, the exertion has left me gasping in short, shallow breaths, leaning heavily on the wall nearest to me. Behind me, a light draft blows in from where I've fallen in, coming in short, sharp bursts into what's apparently an underground tunnel, and brings in the fresh, earthy smell of rain from the outside. Regardless, it fails to mask the old, musty scent of the place, a mixture of mould, mildew, dust, grease, and something distinctly foul.
Blood.
Like death.
Ah, close enough.
Same shit.
Aye.
More worrisome, the putrid, festering smell, however, are the cells that line both sides of the tunnel. Under the dim light, I can barely make out what's inside on some of them, but I already have a few ideas, all of which I refuse to delve into at the moment. Got it? Knowing how long this mansion has stood, somehow, no matter how unexpected finding the existence of this place is, it isn't too surprising.
I wonder if Scumbag knows about this.
Probably not. Unless he's also the kind of person who takes joy in inflicting this kind of suffering on others. I don't really think so. He's rotten to the core, but not that rotten. He'll probably balk at this, move out at the first opportunity and have it demolished. The very idea of what has occurred in this place years ago makes me reel as well. I've known long ago places like this tend to hold secrets. This though? This is just the tip of the iceberg. I fear what I may discover in the mansion itself and the tale behind that fucking letter. But fear's inconsequential. As unpleasant as the sight of this place might also be the only way for me to get inside unnoticed. Sighing and taking one last gulp of clean air, I push away from the wall and delve deeper into the passage.
Let's just hope it'll be smooth sailing from here on.
Probably.
Fingers crossed.
Turns out, that alone is too much to ask for this early. No, 20 paces into it, another sound abruptly rises above my footfalls.
That's gotta be her, surely.
Rebounding off the hollow walls and echoing inaudibly across the whole span of the tunnel, before fading away just as swiftly as it rang. I pause, nevertheless, straining my ears for more of it, while I gradually move my hand to my side, slow and steady until the tips of my fingers brush off the gun's handle. Don't know what's wrong with me. I'm getting crazy yawning today.
Let me yawn it all. It's contagious.
Although cold against my skin, it's the closest thing I have to comfort at the moment. For a long minute I wait, holding my breath, watching every form, edge and shadow at the corners of my vision for any movement. After a heartbeat and nothing, I allow the tension to ease out of me in the form of a long, slow exhale that reverberates around the whole passage.
Who's there?
Oh, it's her.
Perhaps it's because of what has happened earlier or how I've ended up here, or maybe it's because of my training. But in spite of the panic and fear in that voice, I don't immediately answer. Instead, I pull my gun free from its holster and wordlessly draw closer to where the voice rings out once again. Afraid, frantic, weak.
I'm asking you a question. Who's there?
It's only after I've realised the safety do I answer, while continuing my approach in a careful, steady pace.
I think I should be the one asking you that. Who are you? Show yourself!
I can't. I'm stuck in here.
Well, a ghost will definitely not be saying that, or have a conversation like this, or be stuck anywhere. And as if to prove her point, she extends a hand from one of the cells and waves. Then she pulls back and grips the iron bars and rattles it lightly.
I can't get out. Can you help?
In 5 quick steps, I'm standing in front of the cell, and sure enough, a woman's inside.
That fire render though, look at that.
Yeah, that is nice.
Artsy.
Slumped on the floor, holding the bars with shaking hands, clinging to it as if it's the only thing keeping her upright. And not just any woman.
You? McLaughlin?
It's McLaughlin, but fine. The same one I met at G's 5 days ago, smashed drunk and babbling her frustrations about her employers.
Holmes?
No, not McLaughlin. McCollow. Marianne McCollow. Famous interior designer extraordinaire.
Ooh, that rhymes.
Not so extraordinary now, with how exhausted and feeble she looks. Trapped in a jail cell of all things. Her breathing shallow and there's a paleness to her complexion. Sunken eyes, cracked lips, dry skin. All signs pointing to starvation and dehydration.
How long has she been doing here actually?
Oh, the party was what, like 2 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 2 days without food or water.
You're gonna deteriorate.
What is
Fuck.
it? It's The human body can go roughly 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, and 3 minutes without air.
Wow.
Roughly. Like, people are all different lung capacity and that, but
Oh,
that's kind
to
of like
be
the rule
fair.
of thumb.
What? How long have you been stuck in here?
3 days? 4? I don't know. I have no idea anymore. I just fell in and that woman... Whatever. Can you get me out of here? Please.
In a moment. But here, go feed yourself first before you fall over.
like an energy bar is gonna help, or will it?
They make cereal bars as well.
Yeah, yangs.
You know one thing I found out? Do you know, see somebody that's actually like nearly dying of starvation, you're not supposed to give them food.
No.
Because it can actually send their body, see, because of the sudden intake of nutrients and energy, can actually send their body into shock and kill them.
What? Then what do you do?
Well, that's why, like, you're supposed to, like, a medical professional is supposed to, like, give them nutrients, like, instead of eating, give them nutrients right into their body and that, and give them rest and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
But then again, like, if someone's hungry, by God, feed them.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is, like, to the point where they can't even stun up levels of, like, exhaustion. I fish out an energy bar from my pocket and hand it to her. She's lucky I always have one on my person. Police standard issue, lady.
It's just...
For sudden emergencies or extended stakeouts, a little sugar to keep me going. Like any starving person, she wastes no time in making a grab for it, unwrapping it straight away and taking in whole mouthfuls of it.
This is like the Yang Yang Mobile's rendition of donuts. No, wait, detectives don't eat donuts. Stereotypically, it's police.
Yeah,
It's police.
detectives are police.
It's officers that eat donuts.
The beat cops.
Aye. Oh.
Relief washes over her face on the first bite alone, although she's going to need more than that if what she said is true. But for the moment, it's enough to keep her alive. Good thing she seems to have the sense to prioritise survival over comfort if the puddle on the corner of the cell indicates anything. Without water, the human body can only survive 3 days. No food, and I'll give it an average of 3 weeks. No, even then, it won't be a pretty experience.
That's exactly what you said as well. That's very accurate. They've done their research.
Because that's like the rule. It's like the medical rule of thumb. Granted, some have survived longer than that. She's still fortunate I found her when I did. Now, to get her out. My bobby pins won't be any of use here. Not like I need it. Unlike the ones we have at the precinct, a simple barrel hinge holds the gates to this cell together. Yeah, I'm sorry, like, fucking Tudor time locksmithing wasn't lit up to modern standards. Even without any special tools, I'll be able to lift the door and free her. However, with how heavy it seems, I'll need a lever of some sort to help.
What are you looking for?
Oh.
Yum, 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 yum.
Some wood, a 2x4, I guess, a plank or a pipe.
Ashton's looking for wood. Oh god.
I knew you were going to make that joke as soon as it popped up.
If only this series had an innuendo counter. Oh god.
This is also like Resident Evil style, isn't it? You're like, I can't open it myself. I have to go find a pipe. You just stay here, and then you just like walk away.
Aye, leave her to die.
Anything I can use as a lever. Wait here.
The hallway yields nothing but dust, dirt, and a few rusted chains scattered about. While I may find something in one of the open cells, I'm reluctant to check or even step in. We can't have another person trapped in here, however McCollow ended up inside.
Well, there's no...
My head snaps back to her.
Oh.
McCollow extricates a wooden board from under the hay and twine near her.
Oh.
Is that a stockade?
That's the thing that it's like an old-fashioned...
Yeah, it's called a handcuffs, so they're
Yeah.
like stockades.
Old-fashioned handcuffs.
Without prompting, she slips it through what little space there is between the bars. Okay, bullshit, look at the size of those fucking bars.
Aye.
It's short, but appears thick and sturdy enough for my intended purpose upon closer inspection. Do not make an innuendo, I can see you smiling.
Wait, what?
As soon as I saw
I was
it's short,
I was
but appears-
yawning. I haven't
Yeah.
picked up any innuendos. What could possibly be an innuendo in this?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kieran, I'm being serious. I want.
Moving on.
Good enough.
I need. There's obviously an...
Is that you just got it?
Yes. Oh my god.
And Ash is just like, good enough.
Oh my god. Oh, where are you going to stick that, Ashton? Because I need to know.
Oh, and the bars to save Marianne. I hope. I get to work at once, anchoring the other end of the plank at the base of the door and applying ample force on the other end. It takes a bit of effort, no kidding about the heavy part. Still, a grunt, a gasp, a creak.
If I had £1 for every time I read that in a fanfic, I swear. There we go.
In a matter of minutes, with a little help from her on the other side, the door eventually lifts off its hinges. It falls on the ground with a loud, ugly, metallic thud, but the sound of it puts elation on McCulloch's face.
She's free!
She doesn't even ask for help. As soon as she can, she hastily crawls out of the prison she's accidentally found herself in. More than happy to get out of it, despite lacking the strength to stand firmly on her feet.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Achievement unlocked, prison break. Not only that, but she's wearing startlingly pointed heels.
Why?
So, you know, yeah.
Oh no, they're getting kicked to fuck first opportunity,
Aye.
without a doubt.
They're getting taken off.
After the second day, I was so sure I was going to die in there.
I had to eat me belt.
Like, can we quickly actually... relationships. Can we quickly have a look at those heels? They are big wedges,
Ugh.
to be fair.
Aye.
They're not pointed, but they're very thick wedges by the looks of it.
If you didn't show up, I don't even want to think about it.
How did you even end up here?
For a second, she appears hesitant, looking away and fumbling awkwardly with her fingers.
I was looking for something. Someone.
A contemplative expression flickers in her eyes, something that's close to wistful, like when a person remembers a memory she's fond of.
Lorraine.
It doesn't last too long, but it still leaves me with the impression that I've suddenly walked into something private. Something deeply personal for her. I'd rather not ask.
So this whole tunnel, at the end of it, it leads right inside the mansion?
The wine cellar.
Right into the kitchen then.
There's a door of some sorts. I don't know. I think I pulled or pressed something somewhere. I was in a hurry. And I'm not sure if it'll open from this side. Hell, this place wasn't even in the floor plans.
What do you mean?
Does that really matter now? We have to get out of here. People died in this place. Kids! Oh God! Kids! I could have shown you, but that thing won't turn back on anymore. It's like it only waited for me to see it before shutting down or something. How long has that thing even been in there? But those poor kids. All because of that thing.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about right now?
The bloody letter! Ever since I've read that thing, since that day at the open house, she won't leave me. But it should be fine now, right? I broke it. I broke all of it. She shouldn't be able to do anything now.
McCollow, one at a time.
It's all that fucking paper's fault! Oh God. Oh God.
Oh wow. She's lost it.
I mean,
Dear Lord in St. Adelaide, bless those poor souls.
locked away yourself with nothing but the corpses of kids for 3 days?
Oh bless her.
We're not safe here. We need to leave. If we stay here any longer.
McCollow!
McCollow?
McCollow! McCollow!
Right, I'm getting too tickled by this. We need to stop. Okay, let's get to
Hold your horses there, McCollow!
I love it.
Abruptly she stopped, just looking back at me with wild, panic-stricken eyes. I've seen enough of it so many times these past few days, from my own friends even. To know she's seen things, the kind that'll easily make any person go mad. And perhaps we slowly are. I know the feeling.
Yeah, it is.
The longer this takes, the faster our descent into it becomes. I can't even tell which one's worth.
Worth?
Death or this? Damn you, McCollow! Seems like no matter what we end up with, there'll be something horrible waiting for us. I need to hurry.
Listen, I need to get inside this place, and you're more familiar with its layout. If you can help me...
No.
What? No! Why would I go back? Are you sure you haven't gotten raving mad yet? An exit's right here.
And this business with the letter has to end at some point. Look, I know you're not very fond of Luke Wright.
Damn right I'm not. He can just
Can you
go.
stop interrupting me, please?
But are you really sure you want to leave him like this? And what about his wife?
It strikes a chord. She follows. Grows quiet as the tension lifts from her and her shoulders slump. I do understand her issues with this. In fact, she doesn't have to go with me. Only tell me enough info so I can figure it out on my own. She can always leave afterwards. Be done with this whole damn mansion and later. The other end of this tunnel leads right into the forest. I'll provide ample cover for her to be able to slip out of the property unnoticed. All the same, she steels herself and squares her shoulders.
Just until the kitchens.
That's more than enough.
She nods, albeit weakly. Then, without another word, she gestures for me to follow, leading me further into the passage. Occasionally she'll stop, find purchase on the wall to catch her breath, but throughout the short walk, she asks for neither a break nor assistance. I suppose that's something we have in common. Eventually we get to a dead end. Although before I can question her on it, she begins palming for something on the wall, tracing her fingers along weathered edges of the bricks with a frown on her face.
It should be somewhere here, I think.
What the hell are you doing?
She merely holds up a hand, begging for my silence, and continues searching. Then, without warning, a few minutes later, something clicks. A portion of the wall shifts ajar to reveal a glimpse of another room. Bottles lining the wall, liquor barrels for aging. The wine cellar indeed.
The ladder to the kitchen is on the far end of this room.
You're a genius, McCollow. Surreal. This is all nothing but a surreal nightmare. But after everything, should this even surprise me? Ghosts, curses, hidden passages. We're in a fucking Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
I can't even bring myself to question the existence of this door anymore. It's just numb to everything, isn't it?
Aye.
I simply follow her to the Undercroft without a single question, in spite of a number of them already swimming in my head. As a kid, I used to crave for this kind of adventure. The stuff of mystery and detective novels, daring chases, interesting cases to solve, suspects to put behind bars, justice to serve. A plucky Irish sidekick to walk beside me. I was blinded, I admit. Now, I simply want this to be over. We leave the door open in case there's a need for a quick exit, especially after... Oh, sorry, like, see the way that spider was meant? I was like, are those barrels breathing? Especially after she mentions it's only by chance she's been able to open the door the last time.
There's some very loose spider webs.
We can't waste time finding the switch again on the occasion something goes horribly wrong. There's bound to be, with me feeling this high-strung and tense. I'm not even sure why I thought it'd be a good idea to enlist McCollow's help. McCollow! Although she's been quite helpful so far, I can't shake off the horrible feeling something's going to happen to her if she stays with me. Even if I'm her safest bet, and if she wants to get out of this place alive.
You really believe that, don't you?
That sounded like Lorraine.
Did you say something?
McCollow stops and pauses mid-step, turning to me confused.
I didn't.
You sure? I just heard...
Oh,
Don't
no.
you think I'll be the first person who'll know? Look, the ladder leading to the kitchen's up ahead. You might want to hurry. I just want to be done with this place.
See? You dragged another one.
This time, I'm sure. It's really a voice. Well, voices. Despite the look of protest McCollow shoots me, I find myself stopping and looking for it, searching the immediate surroundings for the familiar form of the woman.
I just realised that the mirror's gone.
Yep.
Was there no mirror there? It's
She
gone.
smashed it, remember?
Ah, she smashed it.
Good attention to detail.
Yeah.
I don't even have to venture far from where I'm standing. Just an arm's length away from me, mirror shards litter the floor. And right on the biggest fragments, they speak. Oh. Zach, Rebecca, Isabella and her.
Oh, that is really creepy.
All singing the same mocking tune against my ears, letting it echo through the small undercroft. Murmurs and laughters, jeering, scoffing, deriding, lacing venom into every crevice in my head.
Ah, there we go.
Taunting me.
You dragged another person into this, Ashton.
That was Isabella.
Into another one
Zach.
of your silly little problems.
All because you can't fix them on your own.
Rebecca too.
You really haven't changed, have you? Some hero you are.
Useless.
Pathetic.
You're wrong.
My mistake lies in this first instance I've answered. The very second denial has slipped from my mouth, that words have also seeped into my heart, allowing me to prod and rouse my temper. Despite knowing they are merely doing this to goad me, each word, each syllable trickle into me, spurring the guilt I've long buried.
Are we?
Or is that simply what you've been telling yourself all this time?
Something to make yourself feel better, perhaps?
You're the one who took that letter off Isabella's hand that day. You're the one who opened it.
How does it feel, I wonder, to know you're responsible for all of this?
What do you think I'm doing? Why do you think I'm still trying to fix this?
Oh, but you can't. It's already too late. And you know that. You know all of this is futile.
Just face it, Ashton Frey. You're a failure, and they are the ones who have to pay for it.
A badge and a gun, and you still can't protect your own friends.
Can't even solve a case for an old man.
Can't even bring Luke right to justice.
Can't even keep his own family together.
No wonder they left you. Before you do the same thing to them.
Mom and Dad are better off without little old you, aren't they? It's a good thing they had the sense.
Pitiful, isn't it? Some detective you are. Some friend you are. Some son you are.
You might as well just throw that rank away. You're no use to people either way.
That is venomous.
Shut it!
I hate this. I hate how this monster can easily get through to me. Every weakness, every insecurity it knows. To hear it said from my friend's voices even more so. What I hate above all of it is,
You know it's true, though.
All of it.
It's why all you can do is tell us to shut up. You don't want to hear a single word, because you're already aware of it.
You can't even admit it to yourself. Who's the coward now?
But no matter how hard you try, you're not gonna be able to save anyone.
Shut it! Not a single word anymore.
In the end, your own incompetence will eventually lead to the deaths of everyone you care about.
it laughs, sharp and piercing. At its sound, something in me snaps, a rage hastily unfurling, red filling my vision. The next thing I know, I'm raising my hand and something grabs at my wrist, followed by a buzz as another voice breaks through the haze.
Don't listen to it!
It's
Fog
Marianne.
from my mind lifts.
See, she knows.
Aye. Every sound, every noise returns to me, flooding my every sense. All at once, there's this deafening silence. Slowly I become aware of my surroundings. Bottles of wine, barrels of liquor, the faint, old scent of death and decay somewhere, and a hand holding onto my wrist as if to keep me from hurting myself. In my hands, a shard, Blood drips from where it is cut in my palm, trailing down my wrist until it disappears behind my sleeve. Not too deep, negligible even. There is a pain, however, a different kind. An ache somewhere else that stems not from the wound, but from where a single word is hit. When I glance up at McCollow, she merely stands at me with wide, horrified eyes.
Don't listen to it! No matter what happens, don't do what it says! It's how it gets us.
My grip on the shard falters, but only after I nod and drop it entirely does she realise and release her grip. Afterwards, she simply steps back and looks away, hugging her arms closer to herself. She breathes a sigh, heavy. Perhaps weighted with her own guilt, what this monster might have used against her.
Come on, we're getting close.
She walks off without another comment, but there's worry in her as she gives the fragments one last glimpse. On the ground, they lie lifeless now. No more voices, no more insult. Even as I walk away, one whispered taunt continues to ring in my ears.
It's useless, Ashton Frey. You are going to die.
And you are going to die alone.
A fear. One that is long kept in the darkness, darkest place in my heart. One that a small part of me wishes for. The trapdoor swings open without much fuss.
Kitchen. I think we can go a little bit longer actually, because we're only at 40 something minutes. We got a good few more minutes into this.
It isn't even locked. Probably left open for when Wright asks for some midnight snack. Yo, Hans, it's 3 in the morning and I want a bottle of Chardonnay.
I want a biscuit.
As he's like walking away. One day I'm going to wait until you die, and I will take such joy in unplugging your machine. I make sure the coast is clear, of course, before I pull myself up and help McCollow up. The butler of theirs is nowhere to be seen. I kind of imagine him like taking it too seriously. See, like he's like pointing the gun in every single direction and like doing hand signals.
And McCullough's like, "What are you doing?"
He's probably sleeping, attending to his master or doing some extra late work before returning in for the night. Meanwhile, Wright won't touch anything to do with menial chores, not even with a 10-foot pole. It's next to impossible for him to linger here.
I love that term so much. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
No servants. No anyone.
No help.
And just as easy as that, we're in. I can imagine he's kind of like a vampire, like as soon as you pull up like a pot and pan, menial labour! Gently I close the hatch. If things go well, the same path will be our way out. If our luck doesn't hold, that's not an option now, is it?
That's his kryptonite.
We'll just have to shoot our way out. I have people waiting for me. I really don't want to think what might happen. Sometimes it's best if we simply revel in the little victories. They're great blessings when everything else is going against you. And in a place like this, fraught with unknown dangers, it's a feeling that lasts only but a second. Suddenly, a sob. "Leave us be, woman!"
Oh, go away!
Ringing out from some distant part of the house, echoing through its empty halls. Beside me, slumped on the ground, pale and breathing heavily, McCullough immediately tenses. Her eyes go wide and she grips the side of the counter with a force that might be enough to crack it if only she has the strength. As it is, she can barely stand. She hasn't fully recovered. Makes sense with the 3 or more days without proper food or water. And it's this weakness that puts the fear in her eyes. She's aware. If something happens and there's a need to run, she won't be able to. She's a liability at this point.
Wow.
Holmes, I really don't think going any further is a good idea. Look at this place. Everything seems fine. Nothing's off. Maybe we should just go? I really don't like the sound of that.
You really don't have to come with me. Just until the kitchen, yeah? We're already here. You've done your part. From here on, I'm going on my own.
Yes, I said that, but...
Can you even stand?
She doesn't answer.
You'll only be putting yourself in more danger if you follow after me.
And you're putting her in danger if you leave her alone.
You have an easy way out of here. Stay here.
It's kind of a fucked if you do, fucked if you don't scenario, but...
Pretty much, it's a lose-lose.
I mean,
Once you're okay, I need you to get yourself out of this place.
considering she's not had food for about 3 days, or like water, well, she's had water, so that makes sense, but she's not had food.
Uh-huh.
Like, the fact that she's even managed to get herself up and drag herself up a flight of stairs and up a ladder, no, it's quite impressive. Well done, Mary.
Yeah.
What? I'm not going to leave you.
Well, I'm not taking you with me either, lady. So it's here or out there.
You really are mad, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably all will be. If no one fixes this little curse problem we have.
You think you'll find something in here? This is just a mansion, for God's sake.
Maybe. It's worth a shot. Besides, if what we're hearing right now says anything, I'd say scumbags.
Who?
Right. He might be knee-deep in trouble and he has no idea about it.
McCollow still appears as if she's about to argue, so instead of more words, I unholster my taser and hand it to her. A standard issue for every member of Luxborn police force, but it shouldn't take a genius to know how to aim and fire one. Even Isabella may just be able to use it without training. Do you love her or do you hate her, man? Stop with these fucking self-comments.
What is the truth?
Yeah. Miss Interior Designer Extraordinaire stares at it as if I just handed her something particularly nasty.
Listen, you want to wait? Fine. I'm leaving this with you. But if I don't come back here within 15 minutes, I want you to backtrack and get the hell out of here.
Are you daft, Holmes? I already told you.
In case something goes wrong, I need someone who can tell people what's going on. Who can tell my friends what might have happened here.
Tell my story.
They're at the crawl. You know the place, right?
I trail off, letting the meaning of my words hang in the air. I want to be optimistic about this. Really. However, I'm going against something almost everyone can't quite understand. I'm just being realistic with my chances. McCollow seems to understand this as well after what I've said. Any sign of protest has already died from her tongue, and she simply looks at the taser quietly. After a moment, she just nods. I'm just imagining, like, that would kind of be such a buzzkill, wouldn't it? Like, if a ghost comes in, I'm gonna... and it just, like, falls unconscious, and you're like...
Aye.
Beyond the walls of this room, the cries continue to grow louder, and I take it as a sign to leave. Without another word, I slip out of the door. Like a siren call, her voice beckons. Finding out who... Finding out who that is seems a good place to start as any.
Ew.
I keep to the shadows for the most part. Not that there's any need to. The entire place just feels empty. Odd, when a house this big should have a large staff. You'd think there'll be one or two roaming about for some late night chores, or someone seeking out whoever's creating this ruckus. There's none, however. I love that one.
Shouldn't they have
Rumpus.
security posted inside as well?
Rumpus. I'm more of a rumpus kind of guy. I like a ruckus, but I love a rumpus most of all.
That's going to get recorded and gift.
Yes.
Unless their security means the butler. Though I doubt Scumbag's that sloppy. He loves his life more than anything. Probably more than his own wife. I mean, like, we've only ever seen Johann's. Imagine that, but he's like, Johann's, you're going to be the butler. Of course, sir. Let me tend to the entire needs of a 150-acre property.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
On foot.
It's like, we'll get you a horse. I'll put you in a house one day. What? I mean, I will love to take your horses out for hide. And the things he's done, he's bound to make it more than an enemy or two. He's also the kind who will do anything to keep himself safe. Alive.
I wonder what he'll say when he finds out that there's something not human living with him in his own house.
It's a horrible thing to say about Hannah.
It's a horrible thing to say.
Potential dangers aside, being on my own grants me a greater degree of mobility, which I'm more comfortable with. Sure, I could have enlisted McCulloch's help. Next to the people who owns this, she's probably the one who's most familiar with the mansion. But the cons of bringing her outweigh the pros. She's better off somewhere where a quick exit's in sight. With no tag along, I only have to worry about myself, watch my own back. Selfish, I know.
But necessary.
Thank you for finishing my sentence, actually. In the same manner this whole plan is, no matter how idiotic going into this is. Besides, I don't really need a guide when the house's layout is fairly simple, almost mirrored with only a few modifications in the rooms. Although I've only been here once, I think I already have a good grasp of this place's ins and outs. As long as I can tell which is east and west, it shouldn't be hard to find my way around. After the dining room, the main foyer should be the next thing that greets me, where the woman's cries are leading me. Honestly, after what happened outside, I'm not even sure if I should be trusting what I'm hearing.
You shouldn't.
But with the whole house somehow seemingly devoid of any of its inhabitants, I'm inclined to look into this. More than surviving this curse, a huge part of this is my training speaking.
I just hope this isn't a crime scene I'm walking into.
I'm afraid it is!
Looks there with a gun, a bludgeon.
But nothing's ever that simple, is it? Not when you're dealing with the supernatural. Nope.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Because as soon as my feet crosses to the next room, something shifts.
I like what you've done with the place. That's for sure.
And a flash. And a flash. Nearly without fanfare. It happens in the blink of an eye. I almost miss it. One moment was red. And the next, I'm standing alone in the foyer.
Oh wow, okay.
I must have had something in my eye.
A sty, maybe?
For a brief instant, I pause, glancing wildly about the place, blinking twice as if my movements will spur the vision back. Yet, nothing. No blood dripping on the walls, none trailing down the stairs or pulled on the floor, no eyes watching my every movement. Only the same cries gradually growing in intensity the longer I dally, along with a voice.
Mother.
Desperate.
Where are you, Mother?
Pleading.
Mother, please. I don't want to be alone.
Coming from the same direction I've heard the cries from. Upstairs. The place is not entirely empty then. A better question now is who? Definitely not Scumbag or the butler. I've yet to see hide nor hear of them, and knowing their whereabouts puts me on the edge. I have to be careful not to make any noise or be seen. Maybe the wife. Though one can't really tell if it's her, the way the walls echo her voice. Nevertheless, it pushes me to move, taking almost 2 steps at a time, despite the sickening feeling that something's lurking behind every great shadow, every small corner I pass. As if the house has several eyes watching my every movement. As if something alive dwells behind the walls itself. Is it just me? See the picture of Charlotte Ermengarde? Mm-hmm. She looks like fucking disgusted.
She looks disgusted. Bitch disgusted. Oh, that's me, just noticed that. Wow. She did not like getting her picture taken.
I mean, that was a painting as well, so
Aye.
she's been sitting there for 3 years like...
Given, like, complete bitch face. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, that was very quick.
I tried to shake it off, apparently.
Nothing happened at all there. I was sure something was going to pop up in front of the screen there. I nearly had a heart attack. Oh god.
Man, we're gonna have to end up burning this place to the fucking ground.
Probably.
To get rid of this bitch.
I want this house burnt to the ground, and I want the ground salted.
No, I am very much looking forward to getting the bejoobus scared out of me in the next one. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't let your miss betraps.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Roll the outro.